Hey everyone, this is Jordan from Sleeklens.com, and in this video I want to demo a new collection that we have that is all about boudoir photography or nude photography or scantily clad photography, whatever you want to call it. It's all about kind of boudoir photography, and this is meant for portraits, obviously, but we really concentrated on a lot of tones and colors to kind of make them more unique than your standard kind of nude photography editing style. So I'm going to demo 4 different images here for you and show you the kind of things that you can get using this collection. If you want to learn more about it, head on over to sleeklens.com, link in the description down below, and you will be able to see a lot more before and afters there. So let's go ahead and roll into a little bit of before and after edits. So the first image we have right here is this one right here. It's a really awesome image, and I just want to spice it up a little bit. So as you can see, we have over here on the left side of Lightroom, we have about 50 presets that comes with this collection, and you can see them all here. These are all-in-ones. So basically what that means is we don't give any adjustment presets to these. These are kind of meant for, one-click fixes, but you can obviously adjust them as needed. So for this first image, I'm going to go with a preset called Long Night, and I'm going to click right there. And you can see it turns into this monochromatic, but it really has like a nice cool blue tone to it. And I really dig that. I really like it. And here's where I can go ahead and kind of play with the edits myself. So here are the initial edits. And let's say for this particular image, it does have a little bit more highlights than I would like. So I'll just take those down a little bit, and that'll kind of tone down the real bright parts of the skin. I might also want to take the clarity and just back it down a little bit, and maybe take the contrast and bump it up just a little bit more. There we go. Increase those blacks, increase the whites there. So that is a one quick fix edit right there. You can see just before and after of what we did. Really makes it look like a cool photo. Obviously, if you want, maybe if we want a little bit more of a warmer tone to kind of cool down the blue, we can just take our temperature up, our white balance up a little bit, and start playing with it that way. Or we can go in here to our split tone, and we can take this down, play with this a little bit more. So you can see we still can edit and get really cool edits with this, even though we just did an all-in-one preset. All right, so now let's check out this image right here. This one's a really cool image. It's got a lot of cool tones already in the image. And what I'm going to do is use another all-in-one here. I'm going to choose the one that's called Maroon Morning. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to click that. And you can see exactly what this does. It creates a really nice maroon feel to it. It's a little bit faded, a little bit hipster fade to it, lower contrast image, and just makes it look really cool. I really love, this is probably one of my favorite all-in-ones that's included here. So I really dig that. We can go back up to the basics here. We can take the whites, and we can just lower the whites a little bit, just to kind of take away a little bit more of a harsher white. And then also we can use a brush. Now this collection comes with 10 different brushes that are all meant for portrait photography. So I'm going to click on my brush here. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to scroll all the way down. As you can see, I have a lot of brushes installed. I'm going to scroll all the way down here to the Shades of Boudoir here. You can see the Shades of Boudoir brushes here. And I'm going to choose Contour. So I'm going to click on Contour there. It's going to give me a little brush here. And I'm just going to go in here and just kind of play with the face and contour a little bit more shadow in the face and a little bit on natural shadows there. So I'm playing with that there. If it's too much, I can just take the exposure and bump that up a little bit. As you can see, I still have adjustments over the brushes here still, so I can really kind of contour. And these are just small little adjustments. Maybe I can darken the hair down here where it's kind of in shadow already, and just kind of play around with it. Darken down here as well. Kind of run it along there. Maybe take that up a little bit more, and maybe take the shadows up a little bit. And you can see we have a lot of control over this. So look at the before and after here. It's a really awesome difference here. You can see the original is great as well, but I love the edit there. All right, so now let's check out this one. This is a really cool image, but one thing I don't like about this image is that it's got a really bad looking orange tone, and I don't really like a lot of orange in my images. So what I'm going to do is click on the all-in-one preset here called Lust. I'm going to click on that one. And you can see it kind of really tones that down a little bit, adds a little bit more of a kind of a pinkish feel to it, kind of changes up the oranges in the image. And from here, we can actually just play with a little bit more of the adjustment. So maybe take the contrast up a little bit, maybe take the dehaze up a little bit as well. And you can see we have a large area over here where it's really bright where the window was. It actually does add the photo, but we could cool that down a little bit if we wanted to. Take the highlights down as well, play with the highlights a little bit, maybe bump the shadows up. And you can see we're just playing around with it, but we have that really nice base from the All-In-One preset. I might take the dehaze up a little bit more. And there we go. That is the before and after you can see there. Really cool edit, really did that, and we have a lot more options to choose from over here. So let's go to the last image here. This is our last one, and it's a really cool image as well. Really kind of has that really nice mood to the image. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to choose the All-In-One, the one that's called Twisted. So I'm going to go down here, click on that one, and you can see it really adds this, again, kind of not a faded effect, but it really just adds a soothing effect, a smooth effect to the image. And here we can just play with a little bit more, take the highlights down as well, maybe bump up the shadows, and take our blacks. Since I want to kind of crunch the blacks a little bit, I'm going to go down here and just lower it and add a little bit more darkening to the blacks there. And that is it. That's pretty much, I'm good with that image. That's exactly how I want it to look. You can see the before and after here. Really kept some of the natural tones to the image, but really kind of add a little bit of highlights up at the top. You can see we have a gradient filter on top and bottom here. You can click on that, and you can actually adjust these as well. You can darken them a little bit more if you want to. You can see there's a natural blue tone over here. We can actually take the temperature and add a little bit more blue tone over here as well. So again, we have a lot of customization, a lot of options to play with when it comes to this collection. So again, it is 50 all-in-one presets. They are both LRTemplate files for older versions of Lightroom and XMP files for newer versions of Lightroom. And you get 10 brushes as well. So again, to learn more information about the Shades of Boudoir collection, you can go down to sleeklens.com, link in the description down below. That'll take you directly to the page. You can see more information about this collection. But thank you for joining me in this video. This has been Jordan from Sleeklens, and I'll see you in the next video.